The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Allard. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of this.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He'll pull it down and run. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense set on first down. Handoff to the single back. Running with power. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Gentlemen, most, if not all, eyes in the SEC are on this smoke-em-if-you-got-em game between Alabama and Tennessee. Here's the very latest. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. You highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air, it's Moss. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at your quarterback spot.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. Finds his man in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. If If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go
trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good... He's going for it all. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
To the air, it's Allard. Escapes trouble. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Pulls and fired complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
To the ground with the back.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Dropping back, it's Allard. They're bringing heat. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They're trying to get to it. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator. Because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what?
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on them.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
Trying to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. 3rd down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Moss. Gets open down the middle.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Allard. He's going to fire deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man. It's Allen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Coleman. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this offense has got it all right. It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you hearken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful at you making the honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
At the 40, there he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 15. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 7 in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Take over 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now on second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's O'Neal. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Moss. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day. Coming after it. He lets it fly. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. On the return, it's Wallace. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll knock him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Allard. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allard. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
They want to run it left here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense has a second down play. Defense in press coverage. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with